The Ickabog by JK Rowling isn't my typical book choice. It's definitely a children's book. However, I'm super glad my nephew got me this book and that we're reading it together because it's actually a lot of fun. And let me tell you, JK Rowling has done it again. And no, she didn't just tweet again. She wrote a good book. So I'm about halfway through the Ickabog at just finishing chapter 32 and about to start chapter 33. And holy cow, this book has some nasty characters, specifically Lord Spittleworth. And they don't give it, I don't remember if they gave his first name, but I'm pretty sure that it's Not Even. You get it? Not Even Spittleworth. This guy is crazy. This guy, like, seriously, he is like, okay, if you like Harry Potter, think of like the most evil character. Besides Voldemort, the most evil character, and like, that's Spittleworth, but maybe worse. This guy sucks. The Ikabog has a similar feel to A Series of Unfortunate Events, where you have a lot of extremely sad stuff happening, but it's written in kind of a cheeky way, and so it's still pretty enjoyable, and you can enjoy all these horrible things happening to somebody else. Now, let's talk about some of my favorite things about the Ikabog. And obviously it's got a good villain, but besides that, if you've been watching my channel for like since its existence, I've talked in several videos about how I hate music in books. I hate songs, but that's actually some of my favorite parts. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but there's two songs in the Ikabog, right actually like within the last couple chapters that I just read, that the songs are so cool. One of them was a jump rope song that little kids were singing, but it was about one of the other characters. It taught us something about the character and her reaction to hearing the song. The other song was like a drinking song, and though it didn't have the same amount of impact in the story, Daisy's overhearing it locked in an attic, and you get this sense of like she's still a rebel. Even though they're trying to take down her spirit, she's gonna fight back. That interesting tone on top of her despair of being locked up was just honestly kind of genius. There are a few things that I'm not enjoying, or I guess that I haven't enjoyed so far. The first one is that it's kind of told in third person omniscient, meaning that the narrator kind of knows everything that's going on. JK Rowling doesn't do it super intense. It's almost like she like moves fluidly through like 1,000 point of views. At first I didn't love it, but I feel like it adds to the charm of the story, and it's done really well. The only thing I don't love about it is that we don't really get a long period of time with any character. You get little pieces here and there, and you can kind of see like what their motivations are, but you don't get a long moment inside of any character's head, and I think I want that a little bit more, but that's not going to be enough to get me to put down the story. Number 1. Daisy's going to escape and party in the swamp. Daisy's story just got a little bit more complicated. It's looking pretty bad for her, but I think she's going to escape. And since she's in Jeroboam is close to the swamps. And number 2, also talking about the swamp, Spittleworth is going to meet his sticky end in the swamp. And I really want this to happen because with all of the ridiculousness that Spittleworth is throwing around the kingdom, to have him ended in the swamp. Honestly, he's the monster in this story. The Ikabog is real or not, Spittleworth is the monster, and to have him die in the swamp would be poetically perfect. Number 3, Daisy and Bert will become step siblings. Daisy and Bert both lost a parent. I don't know, I think it'd be cool. And number 4, Fred will get out of bed. Now, I'm being a little cheeky with this one, but like no kidding, King Fred the Fearless, as soon as the Ikabog like happened, he's just been like hiding, and it's like he's been hiding the majority of the story now. And I'm just like waiting for him to pop back out and do something again. Throughout the first half of the Ikabog, the characters go back and forth believing whether or not the Ikabog is real. But it's extremely obvious that Spittleworth's plan or story is just completely fake. And there's no way the Ikabog is real. No, sir. That is where I completely disagree. Though it's true that Spittleworth did create this tall tale, there's still one detail that hasn't been answered in the narrative. We've talked about like the eyes, and that got explained, and so did the noises. But what didn't get explained was how Fred escaped the marsh. He specifically said that something lifted him out. Well, he said the Ikabog. So the Ikabog lifted him out. Obviously, it's real. King Fred is impressionable. He even believes that he hurt the Ikabog, that he stabbed it after Spittleworth told him he did, even though he didn't even do that. And so who's to say that this one little detail about the Ikabog lifting him out isn't his own made up, like, in his own made up world? Seems far-fetched. Even though it seems far-fetched at this point, I think that the Ikabog is still out there lounging around somewhere in the swamp. I hope you guys are enjoying the Ikabog, and also that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, hit subscribe. There's more Ikabog coming your way. And I'll see you guys in the next adventure.